Tonight, we are very privileged to call upon our valedictorian to speak to us. He has a 4.72 GPA, is president of Mu Alpha Theta, and is a member of the National Honor Society, Science National Honor Society, the Hispanic National Honor Society, the Chess Club, and the Key Club. Andrew has over 450 hours of community service, some of which was done on 2 mission trips to Jamaica. Andrew is an Eagle Scout. He is a National Merit Finalist. Andrew was named the Presidential Scholar, an honor given to only 5 scholars in the state of Florida, 141 in the United States. Andrew plans on attending Franklin W. Olin College of Engineering. Please welcome our valedictorian, Andrew Carmedelle.
President Father Michael Hooley, Superintendent Mrs. Patricia Tierney, Principal Michael Hubeck, Vice Principal Sister Susan Foster, faculty and staff of St. Joseph Academy, Captain James T. Kirk, First Officer Spock, family, friends, fellow parents. You who approach graduation must answer me these questions 3. Here in the diploma you see. What is your name? What is your quest? And what will you remember from my speech? Chances are you won't remember much, except that it's something to do with Monty Python. But I was thinking about something meaningful to say, something that will inspire and be memorable. I thought about doing this speech completely in song lyrics from the Beatles. It was a really cool idea, but it didn't quite work out. Although, at a great closing line, was obla-dee, obla-da. Life goes on, bro. Life goes on. But what can I say that tomorrow, a week, and even a year from now, that you will remember? I can tell you the stereotypical things that valedictorians are supposed to say, like, we're moving on to the next stage of our lives, out to the real world. We are the future. Now is our time. We are the solution. And we are the change you can believe in. But instead, my best idea for the serious part of this speech is to remind you of the people, many of whom are in this church this evening, who had a positive impact on your life. I would like to highlight 3 examples from my experience at St. Joe's that, in their way, have helped to guide me where I am today. And I expect to stay with me for a lifetime. 2 years ago, we had an assistant track coach from Flagler. I did not see him as the best role model, and not someone you'd expect to be a fountain of inspiration. But this unnamed coach, let's call him, I don't know, some made-up name, Coach Clay. He had a saying he shared at nearly every opportunity: explode through the wall. He meant to inspire us, to push us past our perceived limits, both physical and mental. As I thought about it, it had a larger meaning. As we moved through college, moved back home after college, I mean, get your own place not too far from free laundry and a good home-cooked meal. Exploding through the wall means not being timid when encountering obstacles in your life. You have to explode through. Use your force of will to push yourself. Be tougher mentally and physically than you ever thought possible. So now I go from one unnamed coach to one whose name I'm proud to share. Soccer coach Josh Braun. For any of you who know Coach Josh, he isn't shy about giving advice. But Coach Josh had so many great things to tell us about living a good life. It was hard to narrow it down. The one I like best is, winning is temporary, but success lasts a lifetime. You do all the training, do the work, you work together as a team. You do all that and winning will come. You may not win on the scoreboard, and you may not win because of elements outside of your control. And we certainly learned that third lesson this year. But you will win through passion and perseverance. Look back 10, 20, even 40 years from now, and you won't remember what games you won. You won't remember every day of your life. You will remember how you played, how you acted, how your decisions and actions led you to where you are at that moment in life. And on behalf of all of your soccer players these last few years, I thank you, Coach. My third and final example is campus minister Deacon Ott. Now here's a guy who always seems to have a smile on his face. The funny thing about Mr. Ott is, it's not his sayings that stand out, but his actions. He is a doer. He's doing exactly what he wants and is answering God's call to work with us. I think back on the Jamaica mission trips with Mr. Ott, and he looked happiest when we visited the orphanage up in the mountains. So picture a dozen and a half St. Jude's students holding, dancing, and playing with these handicapped children. There amidst the laughing kids is Mr. Ott. He seems so happy. I imagine the source of his happiness is witnessing the presence of Jesus Christ shine through us students as we interact with these beautiful children. And why wouldn't he smile? Mr. Ott is blessed with the calling to serve his fellow man. I pray that each of us here finds our own calling in life. No matter what that calling may be, that is as strong as what Mr. Ott has. My challenge to each of you is this. Reflect on your life and the people who have impacted you in a positive way. Remember their advice. Remember their actions. And put them into practice into your own life. Perhaps someday your advice, your actions, will be inspiration to others. So many years from now, should you come upon a bridge, and there at the foot of the bridge is an ancient man in tattered clothing, if he should ask the fateful question, "What is your quest?" you can firmly reply that it is to explode through the wall, to live a truly successful life, to dedicate your life to helping others, to be the oh-so-fine class of 2009. Live long and prosper.
At this time, I would ask Father Hooley to come forward to present several awards. The first award is the Catholic Honor Key Award. The Catholic Honor Key Award is given to the senior who overall best models and exhibits